None of us can choose the body that we are born into. We didn't choose to be human, just like a cow does not choose to be a cow, and a fish doesn't choose to be a fish, and an insect does not choose to be an insect. But just like all humans deserve to be safe, happy, and healthy, so does every animal. Because like us, they are all sentient individuals. They all feel, they all value their lives just as much as we value ours. All of us deserve, at the most basic level, the right to live and the right to be free from harm, regardless of the arbitrary fact that we are a different species. The suffering other animals experience is so horrific, there are no words I can say that will do it justice. Even when we think we surely must have seen it all, we discover yet more cruelty that they are being inflicted. And when the world feels like one big slaughterhouse, it can be hard to find any source of hope. Those of us here empathize easily with animals. Causing them harm is unthinkable to us. But for many people, the empathy for other animals is buried, and the way they view them is through a human supremacist and speciesist lens. It's so easy for people to go along with what is considered normal and not question how other animals are treated. But that's until people like us come along and point it out. It's not so easy then. This is where I find a source of hope. Everyone has the capacity to empathize with animals. They just need to be put back in touch with that empathy. And we have the power to do this. We can make people stop and rethink their attitudes towards animals. Just by outreaching, advocating, and educating, we can shatter that human supremacist, speciesist lens and open people's eyes so that they view animals as the sentient individuals that they are. That is our key to creating change, and that's what gives me hope. A different world for animals is possible. But it's up to us to make that happen. We must not ever be silent. Silence gives consent. It permits the atrocities to continue. When we say nothing, what we are really saying is this is all okay. As the famous quote goes, if you are neutral in situations of injustice, you have chosen the side of the oppressor. We must always look from the victim's perspective, and the victims never appreciate us remaining silent. So while animals face horrendous treatment every day, we must stand up every day and say to all the individuals paying for their suffering, to all the industries inflicting their suffering, and to society as a whole for causing this utter cruelty to animals, that this is not okay. This is not okay at all. Animals do not deserve this. They are not numbers. They are not units of production. They are not mere commodities. They are individuals, and their lives matter. So while we can all go home today to the comfort of our homes and our soft warm beds, for animals there is no reprieve from their suffering. While we take our safety and our freedom for granted, they will never know what it is like to be safe or to be free. There is no escape for them. Right now, a frightened newborn chick is falling into a macerator. Right now, a mother cow walks defeated, her baby stolen, to have her milk taken by machines instead. Right now, a chicken lies on their back, their body aching, lungs straining, slowly dying and unable to stand. Right now, a fish, terrified and panicking, slowly suffocates on the deck of a fishing boat. Right now, animals are crammed into trucks, scared and exhausted, heading towards distant slaughterhouses. For animals, they don't understand what is happening to them, and they don't understand why. All they know is their own pain and fear. We can put their suffering out of our minds, but it does not stop it from happening. The only thing that can stop it is our activism. So we must be relentless. We will not let society determine the magnitude of our activism, because you don't judge an injustice by how society reacts to it. You judge it by considering the victims of the injustice. And so the magnitude of our activism must be massive. We will utilise every opportunity and every single avenue. We will be relentless, and we will refuse to be disheartened by the enormity of what we are tackling, because we have truth on our side, we have compassion on our side, and no matter what, we will always keep going, and eventually we will win.